Hey guys, this is Oracle Daphne. My name is Beth, and I'm back today to record a super quick tarot reading for you guys on the topic of no contact and or pause situation. So those of you who have a no contact or pause situation where you're wondering if you're ever going to talk to somebody again, or you're wondering if you're ever going to see somebody again, this is the reading for you. So I'm going to hold up 3 cards, okay? And I'm going to reveal as I go along. So I'm going to hold up, okay, so I want to hold up this card, okay? So this card is pile number 1. Those of you who are wanting to know, again, about no contact pause situation. And this card is pile number 2. And this card is pile number 3. Okay, so this is where you kind of pick a card and decide, okay, which one you want to listen to. I'm going to try to timestamp below. If I don't do that, this could be a short video anyway, so you know, just kind of skip ahead to the one that you want to know. Okay, so again, the question is, you know, are you going to have contact? Okay, so the first card I pulled was this. I think this is actually the 8 of Wands. And the 8 of Wands usually indicates a speedy, actually a fast approaching communication. So, you know, if you picked this pile, the answer to your question, if you're going to hear somebody, if you're going to hear from them again or talk to them again, the answer is yes. And it's going to actually come through much faster than what you're anticipating. So it might come through today, tomorrow, the next day, super fast, super fly. And to me, this is, you know, romantic interest. I feel like most of you, the question you're asking about has to do with romance. If you're wanting to know again too, like if it's somebody, if you're going to hear from somebody, like if it's a job or something like that. Let me pull a card, see. I feel like most of you, it's going to indicate romance. It's going to be applicable to romance. If you wanted to know if you're going to hear back on something or if there's going to be any improvements in finances, to me the answer is also a yes. I feel like the answer is yes. So contact with regards to career and finances, yes. And also yes to, are you going to have communications again and contact with somebody who you're currently in a no contact situation with. So moving on to pile number 2. This is pile number 2. And the card that I pulled is the 3 of Cups. And the 3 of Cups to me usually indicates some kind of love triangle where there's more than one person. So you may be in a relationship to someone, you know, the person you're interested in maybe already in a relationship to someone. There's more than one person. There's more than one party. And in love triangles, you know, I feel like because a lot of people who play, or you're dealing with a player, or you're dealing with somebody who just has more than one person in their life, they typically keep in touch. So my answer to pile number 2 is also a yes. Yes, you're going to be in contact. Yes, I feel like there's going to be some communication. I did also pull the Hierophant as well, and the Hierophant to me is a call, getting, you know, the call. That's what I feel here. Some of you are waiting on a call from someone or waiting to hear from someone. I do feel like there's news. Maybe you have some news to share with them, you know, or there's something that you want to share with them. I see this. You get the Queen of Pentacles here, and she's holding this leaf in the center. So maybe there's something you or they have to share with each other. Maybe there's things that you want to communicate with each other about. Some of you, this is like maybe having a difficult time with you know, a father of the child, or, you know, could be a significant ex-partner where you've had difficult communication, and this is hearing from them, maybe discuss, you know, things about the kids, or to discuss finances, or to discuss things. But, you know, for some people, this is just sharing something, you know, like hearing back, or wanting to communicate with somebody because you have something to share, something to offer. To me, there is some kind of offer here, whether it's romantic or not, there is an offer, I feel. That's just my feeling. This is, okay, again, yes for pile number 2, and going for pile number 3. So if you picked group number 3, I pulled this Knight of, well, this is the Knight. It would be like the Knight. I think of it as like the Knight of Swords. He's holding a sword, but it doesn't have to be. To me, this is a man who is sorry about something. So like you may be involved with someone and either you want them to be sorry or they are sorry. You know, here's the thing. I will just say this, that a lot of people have this thing about revenge or want somebody to pay, or want somebody to suffer the way they've suffered, or like, this is the thing. Okay, here comes. They want somebody to realize how much they meant to them and to come back and tell them later. They want someone to come back and communicate and say, you know what, you meant a lot to me and I really fucked up and I'm sorry I did that now because, you know, I learned my lesson. Like, people want that. Like, that sometimes happens naturally, but sometimes people wait around for that to happen. And the problem for those people who are waiting for that to happen is that you are not, in the meantime, living your best life. So to me, this could be like waiting on an apology. Like if you're in a no contact situation and you're waiting for somebody to apologize. I feel like there's the timing on this. And I definitely feel that most of you, this is going to relate to an ex or somebody you got into a fight with. To me, there are words and there are things that happened. You know, maybe this is someone who kind of did you dirty, or, you know, kind of, you know, really fucked it up, or maybe you fucked it up and they're waiting to hear from you, or if there's some situational stuff happening. And, you know, pile number 3, I wish I didn't, you know, I wish this wasn't about to come out of my mouth, but in some cases, for some of you, it's best that you have no contact with this person. Because I feel like for some of you, this is where something ended. Maybe it ended badly. Maybe there wasn't as much closure as you would have liked. But it's time to say, you know what? It's time to move on. It's time to say, you know what? It's time to move on. You know, maybe things could have gone better. You could have said things better, or had a better relationship, or had better communication. But I feel like what really needs to happen is, even if there is contact, there shouldn't be. Because at some point, on some level, this is where it's better if you move on. I feel like there's timing, and if you were to be in contact with this person, I feel like the thing that I want to say and what my guide is saying is that you're going to get hurt. You're going to get hurt. There's some level of like either toxic behavior, warlike behavior, black and white thinking, he said, she said, War of the Roses, energy where you're not able to resolve it. So pile number 3 is that if there's no contact, I would leave it as no contact. That's what I would do. Honestly, I'd leave it as no contact. Whether you guys actually do that or not, you know. This is detaching with love from an ex. Detaching with love and saying, you know what, I'm going to live my best life no matter what happened. I'm going to move on from this no matter what happened. I'm going to say, you know what, I deserve better, or yeah, I'm just going to go on and live my life. And it's important that you go on and live your life no matter what. That's what I want to say. I think that's all for now, you know. All of these piles, if you watched all of these piles, all of them have to do with healing the past and healing the relationships, you know. And, you know, this is all... Okay, so the biggest thing I'm going to say, I'm just going to say this. The biggest thing that I want to say is that I was going to say this is all about the inner journey the inner revolution. External situations happen to cause an inner revolution, to cause an inner reflection, to cause an inner awakening. That's one. Number two is if you were to be in contact with these people, depending on who who's watching this, some of you are going to be writing in something which anytime I've written something in that's not usually of my highest good. It's usually a very painful thing that I write in because I wanted to experience more. Maybe you want to really experience more with a person, but you know that you probably shouldn't because maybe you're not compatible, or maybe it's, there were problems before and you're worried that maybe there'll be problems again. If you write it in, you exercise your free will and you say, I want to experience more, even though maybe I shouldn't, then usually it doesn't end up well. It depends on the situation. It depends on if you have a soul connection. Like if you have a very strong soul connection to somebody, it's very hard to let that person go. It depends on a lot of other factors. This is where I would recommend a private reading, guys. Definitely reach out. My 30 minutes is $75. My 45 minutes is $90. If you want to book, you can book through my website, oracledaphne.com. I take PayPal, Venmo, Cash App, and you can also book through Etsy. So thank you guys so much for being amazing, loyal fans and subscribers. Definitely share. These videos are not getting very many views right now. I can't afford to do Google Ads, so please like and share and comment. I appreciate it so much. All donations are appreciated and accepted at this time. So I send everyone big hugs, big kisses, and I'll talk to you guys again soon. All right, take care. All the best. Bye.